Our next guest on the show, he is co-owner of its Experience in Creative Design and Tablecloths for Granted. Now, did I get all that right?
You got it all right, John.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And you are Rudy Grant.
Correct.
And that's the place on Union, and you basically do interior design work.
Well, we do a lot of things, John.
Okay.
A good section of our business is we'll come into your home and help make what could be a drab room into an exciting room. Either rearranging everything you have, selecting new paint colors, maybe some new fabric on the windows and things, or we can do all brand new. We've done condos for the models, and we have just unique items in the store, things you won't find somewhere else.
And we're going to take a look at some pictures, and they're beautiful pictures.
Right. But we do, that's only one little part of our business. We also do permanent florals. You may want something exciting and different for your dining room table or an accent in the house. We do permanent trees, the most realistic ones. You couldn't tell that they're not real. We also do parties and event planning.
So how did you get into this?
Well, I actually got involved in the floral business when I was 16 years ago, which is just 2 years ago.
Okay.
And went to college, and it was actually an art major in college.
Okay.
So I followed the art world, and at one point I opened up a business that we just did event planning and parties.
Wow.
And then my co-owner and myself opened up Experience in 1998, actually over on State Street, right across from Proctor's. Then moved to the location we're in now in 2000.
So have you always been crafty?
Well,
in your life?
Crafty hurts when you say that. We're professionals at what we do.
Okay. Do you consider yourself an artist?
Absolutely.
You do?
Absolutely. I think that if you were to walk into the store, you're enveloped in art. The store is constantly changing. Again, we bring in unique things. And we do a floral design. It's not like what you normally see. It has a lot of art twist to it. It's unique. It's different.
Now, who creates all this, the art? You're a part of it, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
And who else?
Well, my partner is our chief designer, very, very creative. And he's actually in Milwaukee right now, setting up a big wholesale house for Christmas. And traveled all over the world did a wedding in Japan here about 15 years ago where the flower budget was $3 million.
Oh my goodness! So
$3
million in flowers.
just in flowers, amazing.
Wow.
The whole team was there. It was not just him, believe me.
So that's a lot of flowers, isn't it?
It was an amazing production.
Wow.
A production is what it was.
Wow.
But locally, we do small affairs, and we've been known to do some very, very large affairs. And you'll see some of those in some of the pictures you're going to see in a while. But we also teach classes at the store. And you and I were talking earlier about some classes we have coming up, actually this fall after the open house. And we're going to do things like how to decorate your mantle for the holidays. So many times you just get so frustrated because everything you put there just doesn't work. It doesn't have that little zip you want it to be to become a real focal point.
What's the best part of doing this? Is this always been a passion of yours?
We love what we do. We love being challenged by our customers.
Really?
Coming in with a special project, whether it be in a home, whether it be doing a party.
So do you prefer when someone knows what they want opposed to just handing it all over to you?
But what we do many times, we'll have a very large function or something happening, and we'll sit down and just do brainstorming, which we'll try to get from you ideas of what you'd like to have. And not always do all your ideas work together, but then we'll sift them out. Then we'll interject new ideas to make the whole affair be incredible. Then we'll go back to you and say, John, you're off a little bit with this here, but let's just twist it around a little bit. Instead of using that color, let's use this color so we have some color harmonies happening throughout the whole affair. And it could be a home decorating too, because they're all art related, they're all color, they're all design.
And you have many flowers in your store as well. Now, how many different types of flowers are there?
Oh, that'd be hard to say.
Are there hundreds?
I'd go so far as to say there's probably thousands.
Wow, thousands of different kinds of flowers.
Different kinds. These are permanent. We don't stock fresh flowers on a daily basis. We stock them on an event basis.
Right.
But we have our front showroom, which is about 8,000 square feet, of just visual merchandising, so you can see how things would look in your home. But then behind that is our warehouse. And the warehouse is probably about 4,000 square feet, and it's just shelves and shelves and shelves of flowers, greenery, containers. So if you want to make your own thing, you can just go back there for 2 or 3 hours and
Wow.
select all the things that you want to have. You want to do it, and many times, believe me, customers will come in and want to make their own thing. They'll buy all the components, and then probably about a week later, they bring everything to us and say, "Would you please put it together? I just haven't got the knack," which we love to do.
And there are two separate businesses. There are two different parts
Oh,
of this.
yes.
So what differentiates both of them from
Well,
each other?
One business is experience in creative design, which we've been talking about. Then we have a sister company called Tablecloths for Granted. And Tablecloths is just doing fancy linens. And we're perhaps the biggest distributor of fancy linens, probably north of Philadelphia. And we actually supply all the rental companies in the area. If they don't have what you need, they usually get it from us.
Wow.
And then we actually clean all the linens that come back from the rental companies, so that we help them by cleaning and also helping supply what they need.
Wow.
And it also complements our event planning, because many times we use the linens that we have in-house to do a special event.
How much have you expanded since you've started this? Did you start off very small? And
Oh, we did.
You did?
We actually started over on State Street, corner of State and Union.
Right.
And we had about a 1,500 square foot building. And then we had about a 1,000-foot warehouse underneath work area, because there wasn't enough room in the storefront. And we purchased the building we're in now, which actually used to be an A&P grocery store. And our
I
present,
remember that. It was called Trading Port.
right, A&P first, then the Trading Port.
Okay.
And actually, when we bought it, it still had food on the shelves.
Wow.
So we had a lot of cleaning to do. And we've converted that building into headquarters for our two companies. And that is 13,000 square feet.
Wow.
So it's a big building, and there isn't a square inch left. It is totally filled. When we moved over, we had one employee in each business, and now we have got a total of about 22 employees.
Wow. And then it's exciting because you were recently featured in the Well Wed magazine.
Absolutely. We were featured in the editorial. They actually, and a little bit about Well Wed, it's an incredible magazine. Anybody who is planning a wedding or an event, it's the premier in the area, featuring local people in it. And we were in the editorial. A wedding that we actually did up in Saratoga was featured. And then the title of this issue is called Bejeweled. And we did their bejeweled tables for them. It was exciting and fun to do.
And there was a quote in there about you being the best in New York or
There
something,
you go.
right?
That's what we like to hear.
And you also got something exciting coming up that's free to the public. It's an
Absolutely.
open house, so they can have a chance to see everything that's there, and it's gonna feature local artisans in motion, as stated here, and that's gonna be Saturday, September 8th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and also the 9th, noon to 4 p.m.
Correct.
And tell us a little bit about the open house. What are we going to see when we go?
We try to have our fall open house based on art, because as you know, that's the time of the Sidewalk Art Show, and there's several festivals going on downtown.
And you said you had 3 a year.
We have 3 open houses a year. September is always based on art. Then in November, the first weekend of November is the really big one.
Okay.
That's our holiday, and we'll have over 1,000 people come to the open house. Then in the spring, in March, we usually do another one. But that's always a secret what the theme for that one is, because we try to change it all the time.
Okay, and this one coming up, you've got 4 featured artists that are going to be featured.
4 phenomenal artists.
Okay, and who are they and where are they from?
Okay. We have 3 ladies. Actually, we have 4 ladies that we're featuring this year.
So they're all ladies.
They're all ladies this year. And one of them is Nadia Remanowski. She actually lives in Albany, and she is well known for her oil colors and watercolors of Lake George. Just, I mean, you look at it and you feel you're on the lake.
Wow.
Phenomenal. We have Audrey Romano, who is actually going to the same school with Audrey, and she does still lifes, flowers, and also landscapes. Absolutely incredible. You feel like you're right there again. Then Nancy Silvestri, and Nancy is also part of this school, and hers aren't quite as detailed as the other girls, but just incredible. And we're actually going to have the ladies there at the store to talk about their prints. We're going to have some of their oils there, and then they're duplicating some of their art. So there's some pieces there that won't be quite as expensive as the oils. But their oils are sought after. As soon as they paint them, they're gone.
Wow.
And then we have a great lady, Lorraine, who is coming in, and she's going to be doing sculptures, ceramic sculptures that are just phenomenal. So it's going to be a really exciting open house.
Wow. So is this going to be located in the store?
It is in the store.
Okay.
You come in and we'll be serving like a little wine. We'll have a little reception and some hors d'oeuvres, so you can just mosey along through and see what the artists are doing.
So anybody in the public can attend this?
Absolutely.
Anybody. It's absolutely free, and once again, that's at the Experience and Creative Design, and that's September 8th. It's a Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
And Sunday, and on Saturday the 8th, it's 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Sunday the 9th, it's noon to 4 p.m. So it sounds like an exciting event.
It's a fun event.
It's going to be.
I say on Saturday, the 3 festivals going on, there's lots of things happening in Schenectady.
Wow.
So it's just a great big part of it.
So everybody's going to be downtown
Absolutely.
For something or another. And we've got some pictures, hopefully, to show from the shop, different pictures. And what are we looking at now? That's just beautiful right there.
That is actually a party, it's actually an anniversary party that we just did. And it just gives you an idea how you can tie in a gorgeous room with flowers and linens, and you can see right up to the mantle on the fireplace. Everything is coordinated, so it becomes a party that you just feel wonderful at. This is actually a foyer of our home.
Wow.
That shows a little bit of our interior decorating.
Very elegant. Now, how long does that take right there?
Well, that took us about 4 months to bring together because
Wow.
that large library cabinets there we actually imported from Italy.
Wow.
So that took a little while to
So
get
this
it.
stuff isn't done overnight. This,
No,
it takes a while.
It takes a
and
little
how many
time.
people did that take to do?
That particular one, there was probably about 8 or 9 people involved in the total project.
Oh wow! So
And
it
it
takes
was-
8 or 9 people in 4 months. So it's
Oh yeah,
it's
not,
a lot
not
of
4
work.
months with 8 or 9 people.
Okay.
You've got 2 or 3 months of just the planning. And this shows actually a outdoor porch that we did last summer, where it just has become inviting and just a great place to go. This was a really wonderful party that was done up at the Dance Museum for their gala last year, and we actually did a Venetian masquerade ball. So it just was incredible. And this is back to the house with the incredible foyer.
Wow, those are incredible.
We have fun doing what we're doing.
Wow.
And we hopefully have lots of pleased customers as a result.
Do you take on multiple projects at once?
Absolutely. With 20 people, we got to keep everybody busy.
So there's
all the
20
time.
people on staff.
Oh,
Quite
yes.
a staff then.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to somebody who's just getting into interior designing and who wants to
It's-
do this for a living? What advice would you give them?
Don't jump too fast. Start with a few clients and do them well. Don't take too much because you have to get established. And we found out with our business, the best advertising is word of mouth. So if you go in and you do an incredible job, they're going to tell their neighbors, they're going to tell their friends, and that's how you can build a really good business because people want to see the results. If you have happy customers, you've got it made.
Well, it seems like an amazing store. We'll have to get you in next time to bring a few things in.
We'll do that.
So we can actually have some stuff to look at.
Well,
So-
we want to do an overall of everything this time.
Okay, so next
Good.
time, I got you on that.
You got
then.
me.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
John. We appreciate it.
Nice having you here.